16 of Learn Hindi through English series, and in this lesson we will learn to say sentences like these in Hindi. Alright, now we have 4 words in Hindi that can be used for was and were, and depending upon some conditions we have to select any one out of those 4 words. Okay, now let us see what those 4 words are. Tha. Tha is used when the subject is masculine and singular. The. The is used when the subject is masculine and plural. Thi. Thi is used when the subject is feminine and singular. Thi. Thi is used when the subject is feminine and plural. Here the N must be pronounced with the help of the nose. Okay? Now we have to select any one of these depending on these conditions. Alright? Now let me take an example and explain you how to use these. I was a teacher. If a male wants to say this, then he has to say मैं एक शिक्षक था. मैं एक शिक्षक था in Hindi. मैं is I, एक is a, शिक्षक is teacher, था is was. Okay? Tha is used here because a male wants to say this sentence, meaning the subject is a male and he is singular. When subject is masculine and singular, then we use tha for was, and that is what is used here. Okay? Next, if a female wants to say this, I was a teacher, then she will have to say मैं एक शिक्षक थी. मैं एक शिक्षक थी in Hindi. मैं is I, एक is a, शिक्षक is teacher, थी is was. Thi is used since the subject is a female and is singular. Okay? So according to the gender and the number of the subject, we select any one of these 4. Alright? We can leave this out. Ek. We can leave this out and just say मैं शिक्षक थी. Alright? Next, you were a teacher. If you want to say this to a male, then you can say तू एक शिक्षक था. तू एक शिक्षक था in Hindi. तू is you, एक is a, शिक्षक is teacher, था is were. We have selected tha for were because the subject of this sentence is a male and is singular. Okay? If we want to say this sentence to a female, then we will have to say तू एक शिक्षक थी. तू एक शिक्षक थी. Here thi is used for were because we are saying this to to a female. The subject you here refers to a female. Okay? And by now you know that tu should not be used to address someone older than us or some stranger. Okay? So it is better to completely avoid tu. Next, you were a teacher. If you want to say this to a male, you can say it like this. तुम शिक्षक थे. तुम शिक्षक थे. तुम is you, शिक्षक is teacher, थे is were. You know that तुम is by default plural, and so we have selected थे for were. We can say this sentence to a male. So for masculine and plural, the is the word that we use for was and also were. Here we have used it for were. Okay. Now, the very same sentence can be said to a group of males too. You were teachers. Meaning there are more than one. Okay? Meaning the same sentence can be used in plural or singular meaning. Okay? Next, the same sentence can be said to a group of males and females, meaning mixed gender. Okay? You can say this to a group of males and females. Alright? Yes. Next, if you want to say this to a female, then you have to say तुम शिक्षक थी. तुम शिक्षक थी. तुम is you, शिक्षक is teacher, थी is were. We know that तुम is by default plural, and so for feminine plural we use थी. थी. Okay? Now, this very sentence can be said to a group of females too, to mean you were teachers. This is singular, this is plural. The same Hindi sentence can be said to a single female or a group of females. Alright? Next, आप शिक्षक थे. आप शिक्षक थे can be said to a male. When we use आप, it is respectful, right? So आप here is you, शिक्षक is teacher, थे is were. So you can say this to a male. Alright? आप is also by default plural, and so for masculine plural we have the for was and also were. Okay? Next, you can say the same sentence and mean this. You were teachers. You can say this to a group of males. And you can say the same Hindi sentence to a group of males and females. Okay? So, one sentence has multiple applications. Okay? Next, if you want to say this to a female, then you can say आप शिक्षक थीं. आप शिक्षक थीं. आप is you, शिक्षक is teacher, थीं is were. Aap is by default plural, and so for feminine plural we have thi, and so we have selected it. Okay. This very sentence can also mean you were teachers, and you can say this sentence to a group of females. Aap shikshak thi. Okay. Yes. Next, we were teachers. A group of males can say it like this in Hindi. हम शिक्षक थे. हम शिक्षक थे. हम is we, शिक्षक is teachers, थे is were. Okay. Since a group of males are saying this, we use the word for masculine plural. Alright. Now, the very same sentence can be said by a group of males and females. हम शिक्षक थे. Okay. Next, if a group of females want to say this in Hindi, then they will have to say हम शिक्षक थी. हम शिक्षक थी in Hindi. Thi is used for were because the subject is feminine and plural. Okay. Next, they were teachers. If you want to say this to a group of males, then you can say it like this in Hindi. वे शिक्षक थे. वे शिक्षक थे. वे is they, शिक्षक teachers, थे is were. Since the subject is masculine and plural, we have selected the. Okay. The same sentence can be said to a group of mixed genders too. Okay. Next, if you want to say this to a group of females, then you will have to say वे शिक्षक थीं. वे शिक्षक थीं. Here थीं is used because subject is feminine and plural. Okay. Next, he was a teacher. वह शिक्षक था. वह शिक्षक था. वह is he, शिक्षक is teacher, था is was. Since subject is masculine and singular, tha is selected for was. If you want to pay respect and say he was a teacher, then you can say it like this. वे शिक्षक थे. वे शिक्षक थे. वे is he, शिक्षक is teacher, थे is was. Since we are paying respect, we use the form for plural. Okay. She was a teacher. वह शिक्षक थी. वह शिक्षक थी. वह is she, थी is was. Since the subject is feminine and singular, we have used थी for was. If you want to pay respect and say she was a teacher, then वे शिक्षक थीं. वे शिक्षक थीं. थीं is used for was because we want to pay respect, and so the term for plural is selected. Okay. Next, it was a teacher. This sentence doesn't make any sense. We do not say it was a teacher. But just to help you understand the concept, I have framed this sentence. Okay. You can say this to anything belonging to masculine gender. Let us say there is a cartoon character and you want to say it was a teacher. You can say वह शिक्षक था. वह शिक्षक था. वह is it, था is was. It was a teacher. If you want to say this to a feminine gender, then वह शिक्षक थी. वह शिक्षक थी. Alright? So this is how we select a word from these. Okay? Let me give you few more examples. Where were you? तू कहाँ था? तू कहाँ था? तू is you, कहाँ is where, था is were. तू कहाँ थी? तू कहाँ थी? तू is you, कहाँ is where, थी is were. You were not at home. तुम घर पर नहीं थे. तुम घर पर नहीं थे. तुम is you, घर is home, पर is at. Okay? We use the same word पर for at also. So घर पर is at home. पर is on, but we use the same word for at also. नहीं is not, थे is were. तुम घर पर नहीं थी. तुम घर पर नहीं थी. तुम is you, घर पर is at home, नहीं is not, थी is were. Why were you there? तुम वहाँ क्यों थे? तुम वहाँ क्यों थे? तुम is you, वहाँ is there, क्यों is why, थे is were. तुम वहाँ क्यों थी? तुम वहाँ क्यों थी? तुम is you, वहाँ is there, क्यों is why, थी is were. Okay? I have taught you how to frame these sentences. Right? I hope you remember. We were on the tree. हम पेड़ पर थे. हम पेड़ पर थे. हम is we, पेड़ is tree, पर is on, थे is were. हम पेड़ पर थी. हम पेड़ पर थी. हम is we, पेड़ is tree, पर is on, थी is were. Okay? Few more examples. My friends were in a meeting. मेरे दोस्त एक बैठक में थे. मेरे दोस्त एक बैठक में थे. मेरे is my, दोस्त is friends. एक is a, बैठक is meeting. में is in. एक बैठक में is in a meeting. थे is were. Okay? Notice that the be verb comes at the end. Okay? Tha, the, all these come at the end of a sentence. Ravi was not in that room. Ravi उस कमरे में नहीं था. रवि उस कमरे में नहीं था. रवि is रवि, उस is that, कमरे is room, में is in. उस and कमरे both are in oblique form. नहीं is not, था is was. Was Emily on the roof? क्या एमिली छत पर थी? क्या एमिली छत पर थी? एमिली छत is roof, par is on, thi is was, and kya makes this a question. Okay. Was it not dry? क्या यह सूखा नहीं था? क्या यह सूखा नहीं था? यह is it, सूखा is dry, नहीं is not, था is was. क्या makes this a question. Alright. So this is about was and were. Okay. Assuming that you have understood, I have this exercise for you. Translate these 4 sentences to Hindi and comment it down below. I have given the necessary words for translating. There are a few words which are not mentioned here, but they were mentioned in my previous videos. So I want you to remember, recollect those words and use them. Okay? Pause the screen and do it, because in a few seconds I will display the answers on the screen. Alright. So these are the answers. So that's it for this video. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care and thank you for watching. Hello and welcome. This is lesson 17 of Learn Hindi through English series, and in this lesson we will learn to frame sentences like these in Hindi. Alright? These are of present continuous tense. Okay? Now, eat is a root verb or a base verb. Eating is the continuous form of this root verb. It is also called as progressive form in English. The ing part can be represented by any one of 3 words in Hindi. What are those 3 words? Let us see now. Raha, raha, rahe, rahe, rahi, rahi. Okay? Raha is used if the subject is masculine and singular. Rahe is used if the subject is masculine and plural. Rahi is used if the subject is feminine, both singular and plural. Okay? Now, let me take one single verb and then explain it with all the subjects and then give you multiple examples. Alright? First, I am reading is मैं पढ़ रहा हूँ. मैं पढ़ रहा हूँ. Here मैं is I, who is am, and we already know these 2 words. Correct? Pad is read. Pad is read. Raha is ing. Okay? Adding raha to pad makes this a continuous form. or a progressive form. So padh raha is reading. Okay. Now we have selected raha out of these three for ing, assuming that a male says this sentence. Okay. When I refers to a male, we select raha for ing. Okay. मैं पढ़ रहा हूँ. If a female wants to say the same sentence in Hindi, then she will have to say मैं पढ़ रही हूँ. मैं पढ़ रही हूँ. मैं is I, पढ़ is read, रही is ing, हूँ is am. पढ़ रही is reading. We have selected rahi because a female will be saying this sentence, and if or when the subject is a female, we use rahi for ing. Okay. Next, we are reading. हम पढ़ रहे हैं. हम पढ़ रहे हैं. हम is we, हैं is are, and we already know this. Correct? पढ़ is read, रहे is ing. We have selected rahe for ing because we are assuming that a group of males or a group of mixed gender will be saying this sentence. Okay? For masculine and plural and also for mixed genders, we use rahe. So हम पढ़ रहे हैं. हम पढ़ रहे हैं. So this sentence can be said by a group of males or a group of mixed genders. Okay? If a group of females want to say this in Hindi, then they would have to say हम पढ़ रही हैं. हम पढ़ रही हैं. हम is we, पढ़ रही is reading, हैं is are. We have selected rahi for ing, assuming that a group of females would be saying this sentence. पढ़ रही is reading. Okay? Next, you are reading. तू पढ़ रहा है. तू पढ़ रहा है. तू is you, पढ़ रहा is reading, है is are. Okay? We have selected raha for ing, assuming that we would be saying this sentence to a male. So, we can say this sentence to a male, single person. Okay? Since the subject you here refers to a single male, we have selected raha for ing. Okay? If we want to say this sentence to a female, we will have to say तू पढ़ रही है. तू पढ़ रही है. तू is you, पढ़ रही is reading, है is are. Okay. Now, this is intimate you and it is better to avoid it. Okay. Next, you are reading can also be तुम पढ़ रहे हो. तुम पढ़ रहे हो. तुम is you, पढ़ रहे is reading, हो is are. You can say this sentence to a single person, male, or a group of males, or a group of mixed genders. You know that tum is by default plural, and so we have selected rahe, assuming that this should be the condition. Okay. If you want to say this to females, तुम पढ़ रही हो. तुम पढ़ रही हो. Here पढ़ रही is reading. Okay. Next, you can say this like this too. आप पढ़ रहे हैं. आप पढ़ रहे हैं. आप is you, पढ़ रहे is reading, हैं is are. You can say this sentence to a single male or a group of males or a group of males and females. Okay. आप is by default plural and so rahe is selected for ing. Okay. If you want to say this to females, then you will have to say आप पढ़ रही हैं. आप पढ़ रही हैं. आप is you, पढ़ रही is reading, हैं is are. Okay. Next, they are reading. वे पढ़ रहे हैं. वे पढ़ रहे हैं. वे is they, पढ़ रहे is reading, हैं is are. This sentence can be said to a group of males and mixed genders. Okay. If you want to say this sentence to a group of females, then you will have to say वे पढ़ रही हैं. वे पढ़ रही हैं. वे is they, which is group of females. पढ़ रही is reading, हैं is are. Okay. Next, he is reading. वह पढ़ रहा है. वह पढ़ रहा है. वह is he, पढ़ रहा is reading, है is. रहा is selected since वह he is masculine and singular. You can pay respect and say वे पढ़ रहे हैं. वे पढ़ रहे हैं. वे is he, पढ़ रहे is reading, हैं is. Okay. Next, she is reading. वह पढ़ रही है. वह पढ़ रही है. वह is she, पढ़ रही is reading, है is. By paying respect, you can say वे पढ़ रही हैं. वे पढ़ रही हैं. वे is she, पढ़ रहे is reading, हैं is. Okay. Next, it is reading. वह पढ़ रहा है. वह पढ़ रहा है. वह is it, Padh raha is reading. Hai is. You can say this sentence to something that is of masculine gender. वह पढ़ रही है. वह पढ़ रही है. Here, this sentence can be said to something belonging to feminine gender. Alright? So, this is how we frame present continuous tense sentences. Okay? Now, let us look at few example sentences. I am watching TV. मैं टीवी देख रहा हूँ. मैं टीवी देख रहा हूँ. मैं is I. हूँ is am. Okay. देख is watch. रहा is ing. TV is TV. Assuming that a male says this sentence, we have selected raha for ing. If a female wants to say this, then she will have to say मैं टीवी देख रही हूँ. Okay. Next. He is disturbing her. वह उसे परेशान कर रहा है. वह उसे परेशान कर रहा है. वह is he. उसे is her. परेशान कर is disturb. Okay. Here the verb is of two words. परेशान कर. This entire thing is disturb. Okay. And then raha is ing. Hai is. Okay. Next. My kids are swimming in the river. मेरे बच्चे नदी में तैर रहे हैं. मेरे बच्चे नदी में तैर रहे हैं. मेरे is my. बच्चे is kids. नदी में is in the river. In is में. नदी is river. तैर is swim. रहे is ing. है is are. Okay. Next. To frame negative sentences, we use nahi. And this nahi must be placed before the verb. We are not talking about you. हम आपके बारे में बात नहीं कर रहे हैं. हम आपके बारे में बात नहीं कर रहे हैं. Okay? Now, हम is we. आपके बारे में is about you. Okay. Now, I have not taught you about this preposition. We will learn it later. But for now, know that आपके बारे में is about you. Okay. बात कर is talk. The verb is of two words. बात कर. Okay. बात कर. Two words. Talk is बात कर. Whenever we have a verb which is of two words, then we place nahi between the two words. So here baat and then kar. Between baat and kar we have placed nahi. And this is what we do. Okay. If it is of single word, then we place it before the verb. But if it is of two words, we place it between the words. Okay? Next, rahe is ing, hai is are. Okay? हम, we, आपके बारे में, about you, बात कर is talk, नहीं is not, रहे is ing, है is are. Alright? Next, it is not raining outside. Now, it is not possible to translate each and every English sentence word to word to Hindi. Okay? So sometimes we have to make some adjustments. This sentence cannot be translated as it is. So we change this sentence to this form and then translate to Hindi. Outside rain is not coming. Okay? बाहर बारिश नहीं हो रही है. बाहर बारिश नहीं हो रही है. बाहर is outside. बारिश is rain. Nahi is not. Ho is happen. But here it is come. Rahi is ing. Hai is. Okay. Here the word ho is come. Okay. And it is a single word. The verb is of single word. When we have single word verb, we place nahi before the verb. So before ho, we have placed nahi. Okay. Next, the kids are not playing in the house. बच्चे घर में नहीं खेल रहे हैं. बच्चे घर में नहीं खेल रहे हैं. बच्चे is kids, घर is house, में is in. नहीं is not, खेल रहे is playing, हैं is are. Okay? This is how we frame negative sentences. Next, you know how to frame questions and negative questions by using kya, right? So let us see some examples. Are our neighbors learning Hindi? क्या हमारे पड़ोसी हिंदी सीख रहे हैं? क्या हमारे पड़ोसी हिंदी सीख रहे हैं? हमारे is our, पड़ोसी is neighbors, हिंदी is Hindi, सीख is learn, रहे is ing, हैं is are. Okay? Is Anil going to the temple? क्या अनिल मंदिर जा रहा है? क्या अनिल मंदिर जा रहा है? अनिल is Anil, मंदिर is temple, to is को, but it is not used here. There are certain rules for it which I will explain when it matters. Now जा is go, रहा is ing, है is. Okay? Is Rashmi crying now? क्या रश्मि अब रो रही है? क्या रश्मि अब रो रही है? रश्मि is रश्मि, अब is now, रो is cry, रही is ing, है is. Okay? Next, negative questions. Is he not talking with his teacher? क्या वह अपने शिक्षक से बात नहीं कर रहा है? क्या वह अपने शिक्षक से बात नहीं कर रहा है? वह is he, अपने is his, शिक्षक is teacher, say is with. Okay, we use say for with to. All right, so with preposition we use say. बात कर is talk. Since it is negative question, we use nahi and we place nahi between baat and kar. Raha is ing, hai is. Okay. Is Kavita not eating with her sister? क्या कविता अपनी बहन के साथ खाना नहीं खा रही है? क्या कविता अपनी बहन के साथ खाना नहीं खा रही है? कविता is कविता, अपनी is her. How did this word come? We will learn it after few lessons. Do not worry about it right now. But अपनी is her, बहन is sister, के साथ is with. Okay, के साथ is with. So here say is with, here के साथ is with. Now you can use के साथ here too. You can use say here too. Okay, just to teach you both the words, I have selected one here and one here. All right, khana is food, kha is eat, rahi is ing, hai is. Okay, now here khana is food, which is not in the English sentence. Sometimes some extra words get in Hindi sentences to give it full meaning. Okay, now this would translate to, is Kavita not eating food with her sister? Okay, without khana too you can frame the question, but with khana more meaning is imparted in it. Okay, yes, kha is eat, a single word verb, and so nahi comes before it. Okay, next, are they not buying fruits from the market? क्या वे बाजार से फल नहीं खरीद रहे हैं? क्या वे बाजार से फल नहीं खरीद रहे हैं? वे is they, बाजार is market, but we use बाजार also. Okay, we pronounce it as बाजार also. से is from, फल is fruits, नहीं is not, खरीद is buy, रहे is ing, हैं is are. Okay, so this is how we translate negative questions to Hindi. All right, yes. So assuming that you have understood the concepts, here is an exercise for you. I want you to translate these 3 sentences to Hindi and comment it down below. Okay, I want you to pause the video and do it because in a few seconds I will display the answers on the screen. Alright, so these are the answers. So that's it for this video. I'll see you in the next video. Till